Hey guys, welcome to ESPN 98.7 Sports Talk Radio here in Boston. I'm Jack Rochko along with Will and Aiden. We have some great topics to talk about here today, starting along with the AL East. Now, the Blue Jays and the Orioles, who had a strong hold on the lead coming into the All-Star break, have started to falter since the beginning of July. The Yankees and the Red Sox are starting to pick up their play, and, you never know with the Rays and Joe Madden. So what do you guys think is going to happen as we head into the dog days of summer and as we head closer to September?
I personally think that the Blue Jays, they always seem to maybe be in the race and that be in the mix and then just fall out right around now. And the same thing with the Orioles, and the Red Sox are picking it up, like you said. And so the Yankees aren't. They're playing all right baseball, so they're definitely in the conversation to win the AL East, and the Rays have been picking it up just like the Red Sox. So one of those three teams, I think, is gonna in the end take the AL East.
What do you think?
I think it might be the team who makes the biggest move at the trade deadline. It's probably the weakest division in baseball, so whoever gets the best, probably a starting pitcher, might be the team that'll be able to pull away from the competition. But right now, it's probably the Baltimore Orioles.
Would you say that a team could overtake a guy like a couple guys like Brendan McCarthy and Jeff Francis, who were picked up by the Yankees earlier in the week, and Chase Headley, who was traded yesterday for Jan Harris Larde?
Yeah, none of those players are really difference makers for the Yankees.
If you were, we're gonna head over. I'm being silly. We're gonna head over to the phones now. Maybe our caller Jim from South Boston has some insight for us on the starting pitchers.
How you guys doing? I actually want to ask about David Price. I want to know, where's he going to end up at the trade deadline?
The Indians have certainly been making a stronger push more recently, but the Seattle Mariners have been the forerunner all year, and maybe a guy like John Lester, who is also on the block, could be swooped into Seattle, who is definitely coming in at a cheaper price. But unless the Rays lower their asking price, I think he ends up with the Indians.
Yeah, I personally think he's going to go to the Indians because the Indians are desperate. The Tigers are ahead of them by a few games, and if they're going to make the playoffs, they need to win a division because they're not going to get either of those wild card spots because the AL West is just so stacked with the A's and the Angels. So, I mean, I think he's going to end up in Cleveland because, they just have the people to give them, and Salazar had a great game last night. And he was one of the people that they're showcasing for the Rays to be traded for him. So I just think the Indians have more to offer. Yes, the Rays are asking a lot, and the Indians have what the Rays want.
But Aiden, do you think that because playing in such a small market like Cleveland, do you think David Price will want to re-sign there after playing for a year and a half?
No, David Price will not re-sign with Cleveland if he goes there. So I think Seattle will try and get him. If they get him, they'll be a very tough team to face down the stretch and in the playoffs as well.
All right, Jim, thanks for your call. We're going to head to a quick commercial break, and we'll be back in about 30 seconds on 98.7 Sports Talk Radio here in Boston.